everyone. Welcome to MJ Hobby Corner. I'm Julie, MJ's trusty sidekick. And of course, this is MJ here beside me. Welcome all existing and new subscribers. We appreciate all of you. And thank you to our patrons. We appreciate you very much as well. So, how are you feeling today, MJ? How you doing?
Better. I've been kind of down and out the last few days. I've my health has been a little iffy.
Yeah.
But better today, definitely. Today's Tuesday.
Woo!
August 1st.
Yes,
Gosh.
August 1st.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Well, I want to welcome everyone. This is MJ Hobby Talk. This is traditionally our last of the month update for the channel, and we're a little bit late. It's coming out August 1st. It usually should come out like the last week of the month, right? But yesterday I was not feeling well.
No.
And we just couldn't get it done.
No. I've been having a rough time too the past week or
we
so.
both have had a kind of a rough time.
But I'm feeling great today.
Yes,
so that's
very good.
Really good.
Very good. So, if you want to help support the channel, we now have channel memberships. That's one way you can help support the channel. Also, Patreon. Both places have the same content. It's just a matter of convenience. And both channel members and patrons get a copy of Scratch Builder Monthly, my little magazine document. So, and that's it. So, and thank you for being here for your views. You can also support the channel by doing all the YouTube-y things, liking and commenting and all that good stuff. So, thank you very much to all our supporters.
Absolutely. Even if you just watch the video, thank you.
Yep.
And that anybody's interested in hearing what I have to say sometimes surprises me. But
all right, well, let's get on with today's little talk. And we have a few updates for you guys. So let's start with game updates.
Game updates. 5 parsecs.
5 parsecs from home. Well, 5 parsecs is a patron and members only right now. For right now, it is a members only and patron only game. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I just got a new expansion that I'll be going over 4 or 5 parsecs. And I'll probably do, I may go over that here on the channel as well, so our subs can see it as well. But this patrons and members will probably see it first. And it's just a discussion of these expansions and how I'm going to be using it in our ongoing campaign. We're on episode 5 now, and man, some stuff is happening now as the campaign is starting to kind of kick in. You know how campaigns usually take a little while to kind of kick in a little
gel
bit
together,
right? And I'm still kind of learning my way, working with the campaign, and it's really a great game. If you haven't heard of 5 Parsecs from Home, check it out. It's by Modiphius. The author is Ivan Sorensen. It's a great little game. Great game.
I agree. I know how much fun you've been having doing that too.
Oh my God. And 5 Parsecs is a game that it's unique because it involves both wargaming and role-playing. It has like those two things meshed together. So it's pretty interesting. Speaking of which, Julie and I have again, members only and patron only for now. A campaign of 5 leagues from the borderlands. And Julie and I, this is for, because this chat also goes on our Patreon, we are kind of updating everybody at once with one video. But basically, that will be coming soon to Patreon. And if you're interested, check out our Patreon. Check out our memberships. 5 Leagues from the Borderlands, Julie and I are still kind of learning. Before we film, we want to do a few practice games.
Right. Work out the characters a little bit.
Right. Work out the characters, but more importantly, the mechanics. I will be using my magnetized maps. That's what I create them for.
I love those. I love those so much. They are so cool.
And the magnetized maps are ready to go. Julie and I have our characters, and then I just filled in the regions. And I made a few new counters for the maps, and we're ready to go. I even made a little backpack, a little cheesy backpack. And the cheesy little backpack opens up, and there's our list.
I love it.
Yeah, with our backpack list.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. I made it out of felt, and whatever. It's cheesy and it's fun.
It's fun. Well, cheesy's the name of the game, right?
Yeah, cheesy.
You gotta do it.
Cheesy's entertaining.
Absolutely.
I love cheesy.
Absolutely. And I don't know about you guys, but I've always loved maps. I love maps. I love the way they look. I like them on walls, like framed. I think they're really cool. So I'm really into the maps that you've been doing.
Well, and maps help us, as I said before in one of my videos, they really help push the story, depending on how you use them, and they give you a very strong visual about your geography of what's going on, and they're crucial in role-playing games, I think. So, That's our update on 5 leagues and 5 parsecs. Yes, eventually we're gonna be doing them on Patreon and memberships first.
But we'll do it on the channel.
Eventually, it'll come to the channel.
Yeah.
So it depends. If you want to see, and they will be different campaigns. It won't be these campaigns that we do. But so it'll be a while. But
we're working on it, and we have other things we're working on too, as far as cosplay, guys.
Oh yeah,
I am so into cosplay. I don't know if you know that about me. It probably surprises you, but I am so into cosplay. So we're gonna have some fun with that too.
And the great thing is that she's really gotten into role playing, and we're trying to get our Easy D6 games going, which we will be trying some other games pretty soon. But she's really gotten into role-playing, and cosplay is just a thing.
So much fun. I feel like a 6-year-old. It's so much fun. This is stuff I didn't do growing up. So I'm like...
Hey, better late than never.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm all for it. So, moving on then. What's our next game we want to talk about?
Ooh, my favorite at the moment... Anthems of War.
Anthems of War. Yeah. We have right next door.
Woo, right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
We have our new Anthems of War set up. We're going to be playing it. Julie and I usually choose a couple of games, 1 or 2 games in the month that we like. We obviously make a poll, which, by the way, the poll is going up tonight. Probably before this video is even up, you guys will have a poll. Vote. Please vote. And for this month, we're only going to have 1 game. So vote on that. We're going to have a few choices. You guys vote. We're only going to have the first place winner. We'll save the second place for later. But we're cutting it down because we have a couple of games that we'd like to play in the month and bring to the channel. And then maybe it's something that in the future people will be interested in seeing again. Okay. So, Anthems of War, yes, sir. And I'll be using my new tropical terrain that I made all last month.
Really cool. I love the board. I helped them put it together this time.
Yeah, she did.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was great. So, next game.
Veritwood.
Veritwood. We want to play another game of Veritwood. I feel that we didn't really, because we usually play with the least amount of rules so that we can learn. I mean, it's just the best way that we learn.
Our brains don't compute
we have a lot of senior moments, man.
We do, really. The difficulties is real.
Yeah.
The struggle is real, guys.
The struggle is real. But basically, we want to include this time the Veritwood mechanic of events. There's like an event mechanic using cards, a regular standard playing cards. And Veritwood is a very easy game. And again, this was a game that was one of our subs and friends of the channel, Maurice. We've already, he suggested this game and we really like it. And so we want to have another example of this game in the channel using all of the rules, using the event rules, because I think that really adds to it. And we didn't have that in the previous game. And I think that, we want to represent it as best as possible.
Absolutely.
So, with all these games, right? So even if we start like a quick start game, eventually we want to add to it, add all the rules, and play it as it should be. So even if we have a ton of senior moments, we always will.
We always will. Sorry.
Yeah. It's just us, guys. So, but we're trying. We're trying.
Oh, Ask the Oracle.
Ask the Oracle.
I love that.
Yeah, you like that?
I really do.
Well, Ask the Oracle finally is taking off. I am filming the very first adventure, and I will be using a bunch of things for this. Actually, this leads me to, this has to do with Ask the Oracle. I found a bunch of my old Heroscape tiles, and quite a few Heroscape tiles, and I said, you know what? These are expensive, and I'm going to use them.
Yeah.
I like the way they look.
Of course.
And why not? I mean, they're a little cartoonish, but hey, whatever. I made terrain for them. And now I have a whole new project. I'm making these little terrain pieces that will go on the tiles. And I'm going to build my battle boards and my role-playing boards with these tiles. So on Ask the Oracle in the next adventure, it's going to be an easy D6 adventure. I will introduce the goblin hero, Raza, and Varrock, who's her companion. He's a big bugbear brute. And the two are going on adventure. And so next couple of videos, probably part 1 and 2, we will play an adventure for Ask the Oracle. Now, these are solo role-playing games. That's what this is dedicated to. Okay?
And I am the voice of Raza.
Julie will be doing the female voices, and not just Raza.
Not just Raza, but yeah.
Hopefully, maybe not all the voices, but she will be doing as many of the female voices as possible, because she has a much more convincing female voice than I do. And so...
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Well, who knows, right? But either way, she will be doing many of my female voices. We're recording a bunch of little sound bites, and then I can include them into the role-playing games when I need them. Okay, so thank you, Julie, for that extra work.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.
So Ask the Oracle, that's going to be coming out maybe even this week, as soon as I can edit that video. I still have to finish playing some of the town scene that I'll be playing, very basic. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think this is going to be an interesting series. I'm very excited about it.
I agree. Yeah.
And now remember, we're not only doing Easy D6, we're going to be moving on to a ton of different role-playing games, little by little. Role-playing games from my collection. So, and we'll give you updates on what Julie and I are doing in our role-playing game, sessions.
Yeah.
And what my group is doing. We'll
Maybe
give you
we'll
updates.
post some things in the community on the community page.
Yes.
Maybe a picture or two of a cosplay. Who knows?
Sure. Yeah, you'll see Julie dressed up as a fawn.
Yeah.
Or a goblin. That would be cool.
Yeah. Or an elf.
Or an elf.
Who knows?
Who knows? So definitely. I'll just be dressed up as me.
He plays a convincing MJ.
Yeah, I play a very convincing MJ. Sometimes. Sometimes. So, that's our update on Ask the Oracle. Please come and check it out. If you're into role-playing games, check it out. And I'll be learning most of the stuff, how to use oracles and all that. The series is going to have a lot of different episodes. Not just role-playing games. We're going to talk about using the oracles. I'm going to give information when I find stuff,
Good idea.
Behind the scenes, little information videos will go on our membership videos as well. So there's a lot that's going to happen with the series. Hopefully, we're going to do reviews too. So, and who knows, you might see Julie pop in there too.
You might.
When we do our RPG reviews. You're an experienced gamer now.
Well, I don't know if I'd say experience.
Oh, I mean, come on, right? She's been playing, a couple of years now here on the channel?
A few years.
Yeah. Wow, by the way, our channel, the anniversary, I think, is in September.
It is.
I think it's middle to late September.
3 years, right?
3 years.
Yeah,
We're going to
yeah.
have to do something special
Yeah.
for our viewers here on YouTube.
Yes. For sure.
And to thank you
Yeah.
guys and welcome all the new subs.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I'd get to 1,000 subs. I never did, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very grateful.
I think I did. It's weird because it seemed like such an unachievable number at first. But then the closer you get to it, you're like, well, maybe I can do this. Well, maybe I can. Now we're up over 1,000. I think maybe we can get to 2,000. You know, but
Yeah. And it's interesting because YouTube, when you're a YouTube content creator, it takes a long time for your YouTube channel to evolve. Like, they don't give you everything at once. You
Right.
gotta, like, earn it, you know?
Yeah.
You have to get to a certain number of
Yeah.
subs before you can get a community tab.
Right.
You gotta get to a certain number of views if you want to monetize or open memberships. You gotta have views and subs. It goes little, but so it's a lot of hard work.
It is.
It is a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
I never, thought really I would be doing this the way I am now, but
It's something that you love to do, and you just did it because
Yeah.
you loved to do it, not
Right.
because you were looking to create this massive channel.
right.
You know, you were
Right,
just,
exactly,
You
yeah.
love to do what you do, and you like to share it with
and
other
that's
people.
it. And if it stays at whatever, we're happy.
We're happy,
with
yeah.
whoever comes on board.
Absolutely.
This channel was born out of a health crisis,
Yes.
and it continues to give me a lot of pleasure. So that's
And
the
now
main
that
thing.
I'm feeling better,
Yes.
I can be a part of it a lot more
yeah,
now.
yeah, because
it's taken
a while.
like 6 months or 8 months.
Yeah, I know,
and
Julie.
I'm still not back to 100%.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Julie also has a health crisis. We both have health issues. We're both a mess here,
Yeah,
but
we're just a
oh
mess.
well.
We're just a mess. It reminds me of that sound bite on Kia's World. It's a mess, y'all.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think of. Yep.
All right. So moving on then. So that was Ask the Oracle. That should be uploading this week. So anybody interested or waiting for that video, that'll be the first adventure that we explore solo using Simple Oracle.
Now, I know that you plan on cutting back on some things, right? Because you want to put more focus onto other things. Tell us about that.
Yes, this is an important update, and I hope that viewers stay this far, at least into the video. I am cutting down work these past few days with my health and all. I do have to be very careful, and I've always said it on this channel. This channel is about having fun and enjoying what we do. And if in any way I feel stressed or my health tends to go down for whatever reason, hoping not, I'm still pretty strong, but if it does, I will be the first to say, look, I gotta cut things back in order to be able to deliver. Otherwise, I won't be able to do anything.
Exactly.
And I definitely don't want to go back to what I experienced health-wise in the past. So I'm cutting down a little bit. Now, what does this mean? Scratch Builder Monthly is continuing. That is one of my most important platforms. So I'm continuing to write that. I am cutting down a little bit on that because, in other words, just not doing so many projects, but it continues. That is the main perk for patrons and members of the YouTube channel. So, yeah, that continues. One thing I will be doing, which I thought about this, and it really isn't much more work, are the single project issues. So I'm cutting back a little bit on Scratch Builder Monthly. That is the size of the document. I was writing 60 pages.
Yes.
And doing more like dollar issues, really inexpensive little documents, single project. And I think I'm going to concentrate more on things like my foam starships, my foam work, making little models, these kinds of things that people seem to really be more interested in, because there's a lot of builders doing terrain. I mean, terrain is a very common thing. I think my models are a little bit more unique.
I agree with that.
And sculpting and that kind of stuff. And sculpting really tends to calm me.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and painting miniatures.
Like painting. Yeah, like
Painting
painting
miniatures,
those.
that's
Mm-hmm.
another thing I want to really concentrate because it
Mm-hmm.
calms me. So, those kinds of things. And then I'm going to generate little simple documents that then go on War Games Vault
Mm-hmm.
or to our members and patrons.
Mm-hmm.
And this way, people that might be interested in one particular subject, if they want to get Scratch Builder Monthly that has all the different subjects, you can. But you can also explore these other kind of simple issues.
I really love this idea.
And I think it's going to, cutting back a little bit instead of having one big document would really help. And also cutting back on some of the builds for the time being, just to give myself, and we want to play more games too. And the other thing is that role-playing games take a lot more time, right?
For sure.
To develop and to play, and this is something I really want to do.
So really, you're not exactly cutting back. You're changing.
Yeah.
What you're focusing on. Our members and subscribers are still going to get awesome content,
right?
But it's just going to be a little different than what it was before.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah. And I think focusing on it in a way that I know I'm not getting stressed and I can still deliver the stuff that I want to deliver. So that's very important. In other words, this is on the drawing board now. There are some changes that are going to take place, and nothing major. I don't think you guys may notice maybe the way we upload or something like that.
Yeah, but the content, there'll still be.
Yeah, it'll still be our games and
Yeah.
us having fun and you know.
And as far as Scratch Builder Monthly goes, I think that's an awesome idea because somebody can pick and choose. You can pick and choose. If you don't want all the subjects that are in one issue, you can get one subject here and one subject there and a few and put them together, and then you've got your own customized issue. It's kind of like an a la carte.
Yeah, right.
Right?
That's right. You can get the different issues and just put them together the way you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. With Scratch Builder, I mean, I can get a lot of material in a 30-page or 40-page issue if, I want to. And 40 pages is very doable for me in the month. Mm-hmm. But, and using Canva really helps. All these things really help to make the document better. But it's a lot of work. I have to do these projects. I have to photograph these projects.
I actually have to do it. I've got
yeah. And I mean, these projects, I take hundreds of photos, in the month. It's a lot of photography and whatever.
And writing and building and everything.
Everything, yeah. So that's all it is, really. And I think this may be the last year for Scratch Builder Monthly. I'm going to work until December. And then I'm going to focus on the single project issues. So now, I'm saying for War Games Vault. For my patrons and my members, it continues. Okay? Let's get that straight. So for my members and patrons, in other words, Scratch Builder Monthly will become a member and patron only thing, basically.
Right. And
the way it was.
The issues will be available on War Games
And the
Vault.
single issues will be available on War Games Vault as just a collection of single projects. And because this is the way I had it in the beginning, just for patrons and members, and it really helped. Okay, so till December it'll be on War Games Vault, then it'll go on to patrons and members, and that's basically it. And I think it's going to make a big, it's going to be a help for me as well, so that I can continue to deliver. So,
Sounds
okay,
good.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
More games, though. More games. We gotta have more games. I want to play more games. I want to play more RPGs. Let's get to it. Come on, Julie. Let's play.
Do it.
Now. Anthems of War will be filming, by the way, hopefully tomorrow.
So funny. Yes.
All right. So what else is going on?
What else is going on? Well, you know what? I have something, a little update.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about what I had mentioned in the last Hobby Talk about Critical Role. It's not out yet, obviously, as everyone knows. I'm running into a little difficulty, but I am still working on it, and I do still plan on releasing it. It's just bear with me, guys, while I figure out what I'm doing, because it's been a little hard. You know, I don't know. I'm used to doing videos and content with you. I've done a few on my own in the past, but I'm not as comfortable that way, and it's been difficult. It's been difficult putting it together, but it'll be good. I'll figure it out, and it's coming. That's all I really wanted to say about
One thing I would like to say for that, because I would really like it if Julie had her own little content on the channel, because she is a part of this channel, and it would be cool that she had her own little thing, and she loves Critical Role. One thing I will say, if you guys have ideas as the audience as to what you would like to see, what kind of commentary you would like to see, leave it in the comments and say, hey, you know, I'd be interested in maybe talking about a particular character, or maybe just, I don't know.
That would be great.
What kinds of things that she can kind of use and say, oh, okay, well, maybe I can gear the talk this way, and know that some people will be interested in seeing it.
Yeah, that would be really great, guys. If I would really appreciate that. That would help tremendously to kind of give me a little push. Yeah, that would be nice.
And even a poll. I can put up a poll too, and people can vote on it. What would you like to see more? And then this way it'll help her.
Yes.
Well, you know, people want to see this more. So maybe she can gear the content towards that. I mean, there is a lot of content out there, a lot of commentary on Critical Role.
Yes,
I mean, they're famous.
There is. And that's, I get stuck in that.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, and why would anybody want to hear what I have to say? I mean, seriously. I get stuck there. But I'm sure there's other critters out there, right? I'm sure that we have plenty of critters that watch our channel. So, yeah, drop a comment. Let me know. I would really, really
So any of you are into RPGs, I know some of you are just into wargaming, and that's fine. But any of you that are interested in RPGs or whatever, if you want to throw a comment or two about what she could focus on, let us know. And then she can also give you guys a shout out in her videos.
Oh, for sure.
So
I love doing that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're going to end this talk. I don't want this to get too long. These are supposed to be studio updates, and this was an important one. We touched some important subjects. And poll will be up. Game poll will be up. Vote. We'll get that game going. Vote. Please. And then...
please and thank you.
And we'll get the other games that we chose for the month. We'll get them up. And you guys will get to see us killing each other on the tabletop. And maybe one day I will win. One day.
Well, you've won like, what, 3 times maybe?
3 times in what, 3 years?
Oh,
once per year. Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
All right, folks, you have a great one. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll give you more updates as things come up, and any major channel changes, of course, or changes in health, whatever happens, we will update our viewers on all platforms. Okay, so thank you very much. We'll talk very soon. And remember, folks, enjoy your games, enjoy your builds, and otherwise, there's no point, right? So,
for sure.
Have a great one, folks.
Take care.
And be safe. Ooh, check out the new bench for MJ Hobby Talk.
I love it.
A new bench right in our model corner.